Hello lads and lassies, and welcome back to my channel. It is I, Mr. Mayhem. I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year. Today I'm going to be going through 8 of my most disappointing 2022 films. Now obviously this is my list, your list might be different, but I'm not going to do worst because, to be honest, I didn't see much that I didn't like that wasn't disappointing and not bad. Well, we'll get into some of the specifics, but this whole list is kind of interchangeable apart from number 1, which is the most disappointing one for me. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this, remember to leave a like, drop a comment. Subscribe for more. Support me on Patreon, which is in the description if you want to. Follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram, and yeah, let's just get into it. So first up, at number 8, we have Dashcam. Now, Dashcam is shite, in my opinion. It is pure shite. But the reason it's disappointing is because of the director's previous work with Host. Now, I was very excited to see where that went, and I thought it was going to be this all set in a Dashcam kind of film, and what we got was not that. I hate that film. It is one of the most unlikable protagonists I've ever seen in a film. It just makes so many weird choices. It was very disappointing. Number 7 is See How They Run. Now this is a film that I was quite excited to see. When I saw the trailer for it, I was like, oh, that looks kind of fun, like in the kind of the vein of Knives Out kind of thing. And then I did see it, and it just did nothing for me. Like, yeah, it's funny at times, but it just plays on the same jokes sometimes, and I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me personally. Like, Sam Rockwell's great, Saoirse Ronan's great, but just didn't do anything for me, and I was just disappointed by that. Number 6 is Bullet Train. Now this is a film that when I saw the trailer for it, I was like, ooh, that looks cool. It's the director of Deadpool 2, and you know, it's action stunt coordinator guy from John Wick. Sorry, I keep moving my chair arms around. I'll stop that. Absolutely disappointing in my opinion. I don't know, it's just, I've talked about it before, it's just a bit too much for me personally. Not like the subject matter or the gore or anything, it's just like it keeps throwing shit at you constantly with flashback. I'm just like, Jesus, calm the fuck down. And I've seen it twice now, and it's better on a rewatch, but it's just a bit like, whoa. Maybe upon further rewatches I'll like it, but it was disappointing, so that's why it's on this list. So number 5 is Jurassic World Dominion. Now, as I've said, this is not in order apart from number 1. But yeah, Jurassic World Dominion, I did not dislike as much as everyone else did. I actually quite liked it compared to Fallen Kingdom. I don't know, it just, I guess the disappointment comes from not wrapping anything up really. And it's kind of annoying because it's, you know, the end of a trilogy, but it doesn't wrap anything up. Not much more to say on that one really, but it's in here. Number 4 is Thor Love and Thunder. Now, I was a bit hesitant on this from the first trailer. I did not like the first trailer. Second trailer was better, but I did not like the first trailer at all. It's just, I mean, it's all been said before. It's just a bit cringe, and it makes Thor into a dumbass again, where he's actually had growth, and it just backtrack straight on that. Yeah, I don't really, it's a bit cringe. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh god, that really wasn't good, was it? Number 3 is X. Now, X is one of those films that the horror community you hear about and you're like, oh my god, this sounds amazing. And then most of the time, it is. But occasionally, I'll be the one that's like, I don't get this. And X was that for me. I do not get the love for it. I mean, I respect it. If you love it, that's great. But I don't get it personally. I just really don't. I think it's decent, but it's just generic, and that might be the purpose of it. Like, it seems to be. I will check out Pearl and then Maxine when it comes out, but I don't know. Right now, if it's meant to be a trilogy, it might work better. But right now, I didn't like it, to be honest, and has one of the most uncomfortable sex scenes I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. Number 2 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is the Netflix one. The gore is great, but it's just a retread again. People have done much better in-depth videos of it. This is just me here telling you what was disappointing to me this year, but yeah, it is not great. It could have been way better, but then again, could it have been? I don't know. Yeah, we'll move on to the last one, which is the most disappointing film of the year for me. And if you know me well, you'll be able to guess what it is. It's Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends is the most disappointing film of the year for me. Because I was so excited after Kills. Like, the Kills had, well, great kills, but everything else was a bit cringe. But they completely fuck it. And I have musings on this if you want to see it. I'll put that in the description, but yeah, this film disappointed the fuck out of me, and I genuinely was in the cinema like, what the fuck am I watching right now? Yeah, I'm not going to say much more on it, but I really dislike it. I will be getting the steelbook for it because I have all the other ones that I want to be, you know, I want to complete it, but disappointing. But yeah, that was my 8 most disappointing films of 2022. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what yours are in the comments. But as always, if you did enjoy this, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe for more, support me on Patreon, links in the description, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!